Alright, what's going on, guys? In today's episode of Weirdos on the Internet trying to quote-unquote cancel successful people, we have Lil Uzi Vert. So, Uzi just came out with two brand new songs, That's Iraq and Sanguine Paradise. Now, the song we're going to be focusing on in this video is That's Iraq. Obviously, I can't actually play the song for copyright reasons. I'm assuming a lot of you guys have already heard it, but you can look it up on Apple Music, Spotify. It's probably on YouTube as well. I don't know. Anyways, what we can do here is take a look at the actual lyrics of the song. It's actually just a couple lines in particular that have really upset the LGBTQRSTUV WXYZ community, and I gotta be honest here, man, I don't really get it, okay? I listened to both of these songs when they came out. I liked them. I heard the line that they were offended about, and it didn't really stick out to me as something to be offended by. Then again, I'm not really that type of a person, so I'll let you guys be the judge on this one, alright? Maybe I'm just a scumbag for not recognizing how transphobic this line really is. So, all my bitches tens, no, I do not fuck no fans. So, pretty self-explanatory in the beginning. All of the females that Lil Uzi Vert is penetrating happen to be 10 out of 10s. And also, they do not happen to be fans of his music. So, pretty simple start. I was checking my DMs, found out she was a man. No. So this is where the controversy begins. It seems that Uzi was DMing some of these aforementioned 10 out of 10 females, except it turns out that this one was actually a man, and he was like, whoa, no, I'm not interested in men. I can't DM, never ever again, no. So after finding out that this girl he was DMing was actually a man, it turns out he is now scared to DM any more girls, and he can't DM ever again. And finally, we have Lucien on my vision. That's the only thing that's tran. Now this part I actually had to look up. So it turns out Lucien is actually a reference to Lucien Carr, who was a key member of the Beat generation in the 1940s, which was like a literary movement. And they based it off of Emersonian transcendentalism. So that's where the tran comes from. He says, the only thing in his life that is tran is this inspiration that he got from Lucien Carr and this transcendentalism. So that's the reference there. I don't know if anyone would have fucking got that without looking it up. I'm sure they probably mentioned that in school, but nobody's remembering that, man. Anyways, so that's the final line. You can see the next line after that is moving on to another subject. I will not be reading that one in this video. So basically, let's think about what happened here, right? So Uzi was DMing what he thought was a very fine-looking woman on social media, 10 out of 10. And then all of a sudden, it turns out that this woman actually has a penis. And he was like, you know what? That's not really what I'm looking for, so I'm not going to be DMing you anymore. In fact, I'm kind of worried about DMing anyone at this point, okay? I'm not really sure about it. Now, nowhere in these lyrics did I feel that he was being rude or hateful towards trans people. I mean, he simply is not interested in penis, and that's okay. I mean, I just don't understand the logic here. I've noticed this happens a lot with the trans community. Like, for example, if a gay dude slid in my DMs and he's like, hey man, you want to suck on my balls? I would say, you know what, man? No, actually, I am not interested in sucking on your balls. That's not really my thing. I'm not gay. And, he would probably respond like, okay, man, I understand. You're not gay. That's cool. I get it, bro. Let's both move on with our day peacefully. There's no hate here, right? But for some reason, the transgender community handles this type of situation completely differently. Like, let's say a transgender girl slid up in my DMs and, she was looking pretty good, 10 out of 10. And I was like, damn, you trying to meet up? What's going on? And she was like, yeah, it sounds good. I was like, okay, that's cool. Let's meet up. And then she's like, oh, wait, by the way, I have a dick. Is that cool? cool? You know, do you mind? I would be like, well, actually, yes. As a matter of fact, I do mind. That is not cool. I'm not looking for someone with a dick. I mean, nothing wrong that you got a dick. That's cool, man. I got a dick too. But, you know, that's not really something that I'm interested in. You know, no offense to your dick. I'm sure it's a great dick. I mean, I'd love to see it. Not really, though. But, you know, I'm just not really interested in that. But then, unlike the previous example of the gay dude that I mentioned, the transgender person would respond with, like, what's wrong with me having a dick? What are you, transphobic, you piece of shit? Like what, you just don't want me anymore because I got a dick? Like, stop being an asshole, you fucking transphobic piece of shit. Like, how about you just accept me how I am? Like, no, hold on, wait a minute. No, I do not have to accept that, you know? You can't make me accept your dick. Like, I don't want it. You know, that's not how this works. So you see the difference there, like in the examples that I gave. In the song lyrics, you know, that we just went over, nobody's being mean or hateful, you know? Like, if a person is being hateful about it, then yeah, I can see why you have an argument. I can see why people would be upset and be like, oh man, this guy's being transphobic or whatever. Sure. And the thing is, it doesn't just apply to that. It applies to any characteristic in the world. You know, it doesn't just have to be transgender. People are allowed to like whoever they want. For example, I do not happen to be interested in girls that are 500 pounds. I don't think that makes me a horrible person. That's just not what I like. I mean, I can't really help it. That's just how my brain works. I don't get why it has to be a big deal. As long as you aren't being mean to the person and putting them down, I don't think it's a big deal if you don't like certain things. Like, has anyone ever looked at a girl's DMs on social media before? First of all the girls watching this video, you can verify this, but all of the dudes out there, just go look at a girl's DMs on any social media. They are filled with men sliding up in there, and these men are getting rejected left and right, just nonstop. It's like a war zone in those DMs, okay? It's just dead bodies everywhere, destroyed. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not criticizing them for doing that. There was something about each and every single one of these men that these girls didn't like, and, you know, they rejected them. But, you know, you don't see anybody crying about it. You take your L, you move on to the next one, and maybe she won't reject you. You know, maybe this one thought you were ugly. The next one won't think you're ugly. It's not a big deal, right? Ugly dudes are getting rejected every single day in this world. Yet, they don't go around saying that, you know, these girls are ugly phobic. You know what I mean? Nobody says that because that just sounds fucking ridiculous, right? When I say it like that, you realize how stupid this really sounds, but that's exactly, you know, what the transgender people are doing when they say this. So I just don't understand why they gotta be so sensitive about it, man. Like, not everyone in the world is going to like you. Get over it, man. It's not a big deal. Like, it's okay, man. Not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna think you look good and, you know, want to hop on your dick. Like, it's alright, dude. Like, I just don't understand why people gotta be so sensitive about it. And then on top of that, I don't know what's up with this, like, new trend of people just trying to, like, ruin everyone's career over stupid shit. Like, you know, sometimes I get it. Sometimes it is very serious when some allegations come out or something comes out that happened a long time ago. You know, people say, oh, it happened 10 years ago. You know, why are you still bringing it up? Well, in certain situations, I think it still needs to be talked about. Like, for example, the Bill Cosby situation. You know, that stuff happened a long time ago, but obviously it's still very serious. I think we need to talk about it. You know, it needs to be addressed, right? But for shit like this, like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing, man? You're getting mad about not even a mean lyric, just a lyric where, you know, he said he wasn't interested in some dick, and now all of a sudden people are upset about this. Like, come on, man. Like, how do you even have the time to be upset about this? Like, only someone whose life is just completely horrible and has nothing better to do would have the time to be offended about this, man. Like, find something more productive to do with your time, man. Surely you can't be this much of a loser where you made time out of your day to be offended by something so minuscule as this, man. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Like, if this is how people are going to start acting, I think all of us ugly men out there need to start calling out these girls for being ugly phobic. You know what I mean? Like, how dare they reject us because we're ugly? Like, that's unacceptable. You know, they need to be more accepting of our ugliness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.
never ever find the right words. And there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say